Hail to the victors, valiant. Hail to the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and best. Hail to the victors, valiant. Hail to the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West. Go blue. Hello, YouTube subscribers, and hello, Michigan Wolverine fans. This is Harry Bryan in the building. Sorry it took me so long to make this video. Normally, I make videos following immediately after the game, but I didn't have a chance to watch it live, so I had to watch it on YouTube. So thank goodness that somebody recorded the game, and I was able to watch it on YouTube, so I can give my input as far as what I think about the Michigan versus Indiana match. Starting from the offense, starting with Shea Patterson. Shea Patterson, he did what he did. He played like he should play. He played the way a quarterback should play on every given Saturday. He threw for 20 for 32, 20 completions out of 32 attempts. He threw for 5 TDs, only threw 1 pick. And 3 of those touchdowns he threw to my boy Nico Collins. So Nico Collins deserves the gold star for our offense. Nico Collins, he caught 3 passes for the touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, he didn't have a touchdown this game, but he did his job. Rashawn Haskins, he doing his thing. So, I mean, the running game was really non-existent. But at the same time, that just gave our receivers a chance to go down the field and to look for the ball in the air and pretty much catch the balls and end up scoring. And that's what the running game did. So it kind of put the defense of Indiana on their heels. As far as the offense, like I said, Shea Patterson, good job as always. But Nico Collins is the star of that offense, of that game. And as usual, that Michigan defense, they continue to do their job. And that's all you can ask for in that Don Brown's defense. And I noticed a difference between the defense of last year and this year. Last year, Don Brown was more like man-to-man kind of coverage as far as his defense. And because of what Ohio did to Michigan's defense last year, I'm sure Don Brown kept thinking about that and kept thinking about that and kept thinking about that. And he knew that he couldn't just stick with the man-to-man. So he had to switch between doing the man coverage and also doing zone coverage. And he was able to switch, depending on what plays that was going to be played, what Indiana was going to do. So Don Brown had to switch it up. So he kept, like I said, he kept their offense on their heels as well. So I'm sure that Don Brown learned his lesson from last year. And now, not only does his defense do man coverage, now they also can go to zone if they need to. And Michigan's defense needed to do that going into next week's matchup against Ohio State. So Michigan that defense needed to ensure that what happened last year won't happen this year. So, as far as this game concerned, prior to the game, the odds makers, the ESPN people that predict the game, they only gave Michigan a 10-point spread. Now, they picked Michigan to win over Indiana, but it was by 10 points. But whoever thought that Michigan was going to beat Indiana at their house, 39-14. 39-14. And going into the game, Indiana only lost 3 games. And now Michigan improves to 9-2 going into next Saturday. And Indiana falls to 7-4. Indiana is a good team. Michigan was prepared. Now, let's be honest. Indiana was without 3 of their best stars, and especially one of their wide receivers. I think his name is Phil Yor, I guess, and that was their team's playmaker, and he was out for that game, and I'm sure it was 2 more of their star players that was out. But hey, everybody goes through injuries. Even Michigan had injuries. But we don't make excuses. But I'm not saying Indiana made excuses, but I'm just saying that that's the part of the game. Your best player's going to get hurt. I mean, that's just the way it goes. But the mentality that you're supposed to have is next man up. Indiana is a good team. I'm glad Michigan won that game, but I didn't know I didn't expect Michigan was going to beat Indiana 39-14 the way they did. But I'm glad Michigan win and they improved to 9-2, going into the final game of the year, the biggest game on Michigan's schedule. So now we can focus on that game coming up next Saturday. Now we officially into hate week. Ohio has theirs. We have ours. They hate us, and I'm sure some Michigan fans hates them. So now we're into hate week. What they do over there, they cross out all the M's, which I think is pretty stupid in my opinion, but that's their tradition. That's the way they do things. But here at Michigan, we don't cross out O's and all that crap because we know that letter is important, just like the letter M is important. But I understand why they do it, because it's rivalry week and we're into rivalry week, and so we have to be ready. So for right now, Ohio gets all the praise and all the shine, all the accolades, all the positive things said about them. Let them enjoy their shine. Let them enjoy it because, to be honest with you, they earned it. Some people say that Ohio State is the best team in the country, and so far, they're playing like they're the best team in the country. You cannot argue with results. You cannot argue with the numbers. You cannot argue with the record. You just can't do it. They're undefeated. They haven't suffered their first loss yet. And as far as us, Michigan fans, our Michigan program, we just want to be quiet. We just want to stay out of the spotlight. We don't want all the hype. We don't need all the hype. Because I think we got enough material to make us go out there and play our best game. Considering we haven't beat them only one time in 15 years. That's one. Number two, the way they beat us last year, hung 62 points on us. That's another thing that can add fuel to the fire. So we really don't need any more fuel because the fire is raging out of control right now. But it's a controlled rage. So the only thing Michigan needs to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Like I said in my last video, Michigan has nothing to lose in this coming game. Ohio State, they have everything to lose. Because if they lose this game, that possibly means that they can be out the playoffs. Now they still going to the Big Ten title game. But as far as the committee looking at them, another team might pass them up if they lose against us this coming Saturday. So Ohio State got everything to lose on Saturday. And we as Michigan fans, like I said in my last video, the only things that Michigan is playing for this year is pride and respect. That's what we're playing for. We're not playing for a trophy. We're not playing to be in the playoffs because that pretty much is gone the moment that we got beat by Penn State. They took care of that. So it is what it is. But I still bleed Mason blue to the day I take my last breath and to the day God calls me home to glory. I will always bleed Mason blue, no matter what. And that will never change. Win or lose on Saturday, I will always rep this. I will always rep this. These colors, the maize and the blue. I bleed it. I breathe it. I sleep it. I eat it every day. That will never change. So, what Michigan needs to do, following up to the game, keep doing what we're doing. Study our opponent. Have respect for our opponent. Don't do any trash talk, because to be honest with you, we cannot say anything about that team because we have not beat them in a long time. They can talk trash about us, but we don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to us talking trash about them because we haven't proved anything yet. But Saturday can be our moment. And my whole mindset going into Saturday is this. All I want to see from Michigan going into Saturday is to show some heart and show some fight. Do not let them come into our house and hang another 62 plus points on us. We cannot have that. If we're going to lose this game, let them earn that win. Let's fight. Let's give them hell. Not saying we're going to lose. But if we are, let's show them, hey, we still here. We still Michigan. We're not chopped liver. We're not a joke. We are and always will be a prestigious program, and we will always be one of the biggest fan bases in the country and the winningest program in all college football. Let the world know they can kick dirt on us. They can try to plot our grave, but we're not the ones that's going to be in it. And I guarantee, you think Don Brown not thinking about what happened last year? I guarantee that Don Brown is going to have his defense ready. Josh Gattis going to have his offense ready. And Chris Partridge is going to have his special teams ready to go out there and battle on Saturday. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a war. Not saying Michigan is going to win. Not saying Michigan is going to lose. But it's going to be an all-out war. And that's all I'm going to say about it. So, this is the end of the video. If you like this video, subscribe. If you like this channel, subscribe. If it's something that I need to do better, write it down below and I will get to it as soon as I get to it. I hope this video finds you. And as always, nice win, Michigan, over Indiana. Very nice win. Congratulations. So now we can stay focused. We can be focused on the game that matters the most. And that's against OSU. So until then, hail to the victors. Valiant. Go blue. Stay true. This is Harry Bryant signing off.